Hey, I got to see Creed 2 last night, and this is a spoiler free review. Right off the bat, it's on the same level as the first film. The acting, cinematography, fight choreography, music, everything is on point, and it's an even more emotional film than the first one. It even does things with the Dragos I didn't expect. There's points where I was sympathetic towards both of them, especially Victor. There's a few things that happens to him in this that you can't help but pity him because you can't imagine what it must be like to be in his situation. All I'm going to say is times weren't kind to Ivan after losing the fight in Rocky 4. The film begins with a big match for Adonis. And as we find out, we've seen from the previews, the two of them have a baby, and there's another nice emotional story thread with that baby. This is a very emotional film that fires on a lot of cylinders. There's a scene in Adrian's restaurant between Rocky and Ivan, and it's very well done, very well acted. And I even like that it's kind of filmed with a shaky cam because Rocky is noticeably uneasy. And we know the story. We know that Victor and Adonis end up fighting. This film, I'll say off the bat, and you'll understand when you see it. It does borrow elements from both Rocky 3 and 4. But I say this is to Creed what Rocky 2 was to the first Rocky, where it's truly debatable which film is better. We get more stuff from the Creed's gym in this, and the guy that runs it is Duke Evans' son, so we do get some more that character expanded on more. And if you remember the fight scene in Creed where he bets his Mustang in the first part of the movie, there's a nice payoff to that scene. I do like the themes of family in this because Adonis is he encouraging Rocky, just call your son and talk to him. And Rocky can't bring himself to do it. As we've seen in the preview with the baby, and you could call this a mild spoiler, but we know that Adonis thinks of Rocky as his uncle when he comes in after the baby's born. He's like, "Hey, Unc, meet your goddaughter," and it's one of my favorite things about this Creed and the first one is just the theme of family that in race that you don't have to have the same colored skin or have the same blood in your veins to be family. Rocky's white, right, and there's no blood relation to Adonis, and he's like, I don't care about the color of your skin. I don't care that we're not related. You're my uncle, and that's a very nice, touching aspect of the story, and it's a enduring quality. Again, it's kind of, I want to talk about the plot more, but you gotta see this movie for yourself. It's easily, by a country mile, my favorite film of the year. It fires right on so many cylinders. I can make some nitpicks, like the final battle, there are some stylistic choices taken in the fight that I wasn't a big fan of, but it was nothing that took me out of it or just made the movie work any less for me. Hold on. And okay, I'm about 5 minutes into the video. But it was just very well done. And we get some more scenes with Creed's mother. Like, there's one point something happens. I'm not going to go into it. And Rocky gets a letter from Creed's widow, and it was a sonogram of the baby with just the message, he still needs you. And it was, again, another little touching moment. I'll say this, there are 3 fights in this movie, and the journey Adonis Creed goes on in this, it's not just a professional, it's a personal journey. He has to grow in ways that he never thought he would have had to. And we get this, it's just a phenomenal movie. I don't know how to say it anymore. And I don't know what else to say without going into spoiler territory. So, Creed 2 is a solid A+ movie. Definitely go see it if you're a fan of the Rocky franchise. This is a sequel that can hang with the best of the Rocky films. So, have you seen Creed 2? Are you planning on seeing it? What are your thoughts? Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time.